Hey everybody, welcome to the last channel update of 2021. And I guess also the first one of 2022, so that works out. This past year was full of ups and downs, not just for me, but for everyone. And if we're really being honest here, the last 2 years have been a rolling dumpster fire on wheels grinning down a 90-degree mountain. 6 years ago, I started this channel because it seemed like a fun thing to do and because I wanted to share my love of video games with others, all while possibly entertaining people. That mindset hasn't changed, but it's kind of evolved with these trying times. I now make these videos because it is fun, although YouTube keeps trying to stop that fun from happening. But I also want to take people's minds off of those downs for however long we spend together. So, I want to say something I've never said before. JK, I say it at the end of every video, but I still mean it just as much. But whether you've watched every video I put out in 2021, or you've watched just one series, or even just one video, thank you. It really means a lot that you chose to spend your time, very valuable time at this point, watching my dumbass play video games. It truly means the world. I don't know if that's too sentimental, if that's too mushy to start a channel update with, but hell, 2021 is the year I officially became a boomer, so there's that, and oh god, in 2 days I turn 31. Fuck. I spent the last year of my 20s and the first 2 years of my 30s in quarantine because dumb motherfuckers don't want to wear a simple piece of cloth over their stupid fucking face holes. Because my rights. Yeah, that has to sink in for a minute. I hate humanity sometimes. I really do. Let's move on to happier thoughts. This past year was a good year, at least video-wise. There was a lot of different content to choose from. From Resident Evil 4, 5, and Village, to Yakuza Kiwami, to Far Cry 3 and 6, to Demon Slayer, to Skyrim, all the way to the entire main Halo franchise. Over 20 new playlists, yes, I counted, were created, and that's not counting the one-off or multiplayer playlists that came from those other games. Yes, maybe Demon Slayer multiplayer videos will come at a time? I don't know. But honestly, I feel like those are minor league numbers, because it would have been a lot bigger if most games that came out this year weren't pushed back to mid to late November. Like, I had a lot more LPs planned, but everything got delayed, so once those games did come out, sorry, Halo Infinite was here, and oops, that took priority. Like, I didn't have a chance to play them, so expect LPs for games like, you know, just off the top of my head, Guardians of the Galaxy was one I was excited for. Or, Chernobylite, everyone was talking about for a hot minute there. That looked really cool. Or, Death's Door, Souls-like made by, or published at least, by Devolver Digital. Those were games I really looked forward to. There was a ton of them out there from 2020 to 2021, sorry, that I was excited for, that I didn't get a chance to play, so they'll probably pop up throughout 2022. Just saying. Also, not playing those games makes it a little hard to do a game of the year when I haven't played, I don't know, like half of the games that came out in 2021. I'm working on a solution for that as we speak, or as I speak right now. When you hear this, it's like a week after I recorded it. Let's talk about more plans. Last year's look ahead update, if you remember that one, I put up a heavily redacted list of games that I wanted to get to during 2021. It was honestly a pipe dream that I would get to every game on that list because it had some heavy hitters on it and a lot of games. As you can now see, I'll put the unredacted. I don't know why I redacted it. Maybe to, ooh, secrecy. There's some secrets. But now you can see that entire list. We got through some of them, like all of Halo and Far Cry 3. We started Skyrim, but a lot of it I wasn't able to get to. So don't be surprised if some of those pop up in 2022 as well. Especially Yakuza. Keep that one in the back of your head, okay? Kiryu-chan. Now on to a hopefully brighter future. Please, please 2022, stop. Just be better. You just have to be better than 2020 and 2021. That's literally it. What do you mean you're not gonna be? What do you mean? The mask thing, cloth? Okay. Cool. Let's talk 2022 and what to expect. The big one, the big behemoth of the year. Monday Morning Minecraft. A series that me and my brother started all the way back in October 2021. Yes, it has been that long since we released an episode for a very specific reason. Mojang? We'll probably discuss that when that comes back. That will be coming back. Hopefully sometime in January. I say hopefully because I have a new recording setup idea that we need to test out first. And also, I'm going to be testing a new editing format as well, something a little more simplified. So, it's easier for you to keep track of who's on screen. And it should be better on me for editing. Because editing a 30-minute video took about 3 hours to just edit together. That's not even rendering. Rendering, I believe, took like 4 additional hours. So 7 hours total to get 30 minutes out. Not the greatest, especially now I'm recording at a higher quality because of reasons. So there's that. The other big behemoth is Weekend Chill Sesh. I can't even say the farting name of my own series I created. Damn. That's coming back. I feel like I've been saying that for months now, or at least I've been planning on telling you that it's coming back for months now. It's one of those. But I just gotta figure out where I left off in Stardew Valley, and then that'll be back. That's actually a bigger task than it seems, because that game, if you don't remember where you left off, or what you have to do next, I used to know that stuff. I used to know, that used to be in the noggin, like, oh, I just gotta do this now. If you don't know that stuff, it's extremely hard to get progress done. So, when I do, like I said, that'll be back. I also have other really chill games that I can play for that series. I don't, it's off the top of my head, I'm not gonna spoil it, it's gonna be secret when that comes back. But know that it's not just a one-off type of series. I really like doing chill games because watch any of the Halo Infinite multiplayer videos and you'll see why I really like chill games. But the other big behemoth is, of course, the one that I've been tiptoeing around, Elden Ring. I'm calling it now. Elden Ring is my game of the year 2022. It's simple as that. It's gonna be amazing. It can't not be amazing. There's too much hype around it for it to suck, okay? Please don't suck. For the love of God, please don't suck. That's in February, though. Also in February, FNAF 3? The 3rd? There's a question mark there. Because reasons. But the big draw this year would be, obviously, Security Breach. It just came out. Didn't get to play it, so again, that's another thing that's... I didn't get to. That is if the PS4 bugs get sorted out before I play that. If that happens, that would be great, because apparently there's some bugs on the PS4 version that, like, drastically reduce the quality of it, like, the actual, like, graphic quality of it. Bruh, I'm not dropping a $500, probably $700 on a PS5 to play FNAF. You out your damn mind, Steel Wool. So please, please, please fix that stuff. If we do FNAF the 3rd, maybe I'll also play some fan games. Those are sometimes neat. Or at least interesting to look at sometimes. In March, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is out. I'm excited for that one. Not Elden Ring excited, but still excited. It's pretty up there. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, Will Arnett's the big bad of that. That's gonna be amazing, I think. That's just... How do you outdo Handsome Jack? Well, Will Arnett has a chance to. So, Really excited for that. But that leads to big announcement time. Once the LP of Wonderlands is done, I don't know how big of the game is going to be, how long it's going to take, but once it is done, I will start my arduous journey to 100% BL3, as I intended to do 2 years ago when it came out, and I just haven't gotten back to it. But it will happen. This year it will happen. Mark my words, it will happen. Sometime. I don't know when, maybe, I don't know, months. What are months? I don't know. Sometime, the first quarter of 2022, maybe. And then that would be for the, what is the 4th anniversary special? I think. And then for this year's anniversary special, 6, 7? Shit, I don't know. I think it's the 6th anniversary, technically. Maybe, I think, technically, I don't know. But that'll be in September. I will, I don't know, 100% Wonderlands? Maybe, depends on how good the game is, honestly. Oh, what else? Saints Row Reboot is also this year. I'll check that out once it's out. I think that got pushed back because that was supposed to release the same day as Elden Ring, and then they made the right decision to be like, you know, we're gonna be August. August is a good spot for us. Like, smart. You guys are smart. Oh boy, please don't suck. There are a bunch of other games coming out this year that don't have releases that I'm excited for. Maybe Bendy 2? Hopefully this year. That's been like a big thing I've been following for like the past 3 years. Been like, Bendy 2, when is it? And it's like, it's pushed back because now they're doing one big game instead of chapters. And like, okay, cool, when? Please tell me when. The Outlast Trials, next Outlast game, is sometime this year as well. Tell me when. And that adorable indie Zelda-like game, Tunic, is sometime in 2022 as well. I'm excited for that one. Again, that looks like a really chill game. Probably not gonna be because it's got combat. Literally, if any game has combat, it's like, it's not gonna be chill, probably. It looks great though. I played the demo, that was really fun. I really, really enjoyed that game, so I'm really looking forward to that game. I love the old Legend of Zeldas, so that it just brought me back to that. Like, I can't wait. It looks adorable. There's a bunch of games that I'm excited for that are coming out this year. I just don't know the dates. But that is great for the year, but you might be asking yourself, what about January? You know, the month that starts checks notes tomorrow. Well, January 1st and 2nd will be the Game of the Year and Album of the Year videos. Oh, a lot of toss-ups in both of those videos. I legit have a hard time choosing winners in categories. I don't know who will win. I literally have no idea who will win. I haven't yet to record them for that fear. I don't know. But actual gaming stuff, right off the bat, Skyrim will be taking a break. The return is TBD at this point, to be determined. I don't know when it'll come back, but that's a series I could take some time off and then come back refreshed. It is a long game, but Far Cry 6 will continue throughout the month. It'll be swapping days with some other stuff. I just don't want another Ghost of Tsushima incident where a potential Game of the Year isn't finished until midway through the next year. So there's that. But January is back once again. Did it start last year or 2 years ago? Time is a construct, I can't remember. But it's back this year. We'll be taking a look at a classic that was remastered, I want to say like late, really late last year. Alan Wake. And then we'll look at Control because both of those games are connected. Apparently. I remember like some people being like, "Oh yeah, Control has references to Alan Wake," oh god, is it Remedy? Uh-oh, the devs, whoever made those games, were like, "Oh, it's absolutely connected." Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah, it's absolutely connected. I'm more excited for Control because from what people were describing, it sounds a lot like an SCP game, and I love the SCP Foundation. Abso-freaking-lutely, man. Alan Wake is more so like a Stephen King type of thing. Like, he's an author and he's doing things. Control is an SCP thing. I'm way more excited for that. Okay, I just gotta go on the record here and say I've been planning on playing Alan Wake for this January since like June, August, June, probably June, for like 6 or 7 months, man. Me playing that now has nothing to do with the sequel being announced this past Game Awards. Nothing. Like, that looks dope, and they're like, hey, we're going to classic survival horror. I'm excited for that. It has nothing to do with me playing it this year. Just saying. I have to go on the record about that. Also this January will be the LPs of Halo ODST, Halo Reach, Halo Wars, and Halo Wars 2. To complete Halo as a whole, those are the only 4 games I have yet to play in the Halo video game universe. Unless I start doing audiobooks and I will start reading the Halo books in videos. That sounds terrible. I have no idea how Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 is going to be as an LP. Fucked if I know. Real-time strategy games, I've yet to... That'll be a first on this channel, by the way. I've yet to play a real-time strategy game on this channel. And if you were like, hey, you got one RTS to play on your channel, what is it? I would have been like, yo, it's the Alien vs. Predator game from years ago. If you remember that, we're friends now. Okay? If you remember that game, I don't even remember when it was from. I hit my mic because I'm typing now. No, not Aloe. Aliens versus Predator Extinction? Question mark? Yes. Holy shit, that's from 2003. You're shitting me. Yes, this is the one I remember. Yeah. Alien vs. Predator Extinction. Yeah, it was for the PS2. Holy crap, yeah. I would have been like, that's the RTS I'm playing on my channel. Because I remember it being a lot of fun. I remember that, I just spending hours on that game. That was super fun. So I don't know how a real-time strategy Let's Play is gonna go on this channel. That'll be fun. After those, sometime down the road will be the Halo Infinite Legendary LP that I hyped up all throughout the entirety of that LP. Don't know when. I don't know. Sometime this year. Probably sooner rather than later. We'll say also Q1 for that as well. But the question, when does the Halo journey start? ODST will actually start tomorrow. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. January Scary is probably starting the 3rd of January, obviously. ODST is starting the 1st, and probably gonna be on the 2nd as well. So there's that. But that feels right. That feels good. That feels like all the plans for the coming year. But obviously, card is always subject to change. It's always subject to change. Something could change. There could be a new game drop. Be like, oh, everybody's talking about, I gotta play that. Hell yeah. That sounds great. So, card subject to change. Obviously, Elden Ring and Wonderlands are not changing. But that's why I kind of kept it vague throughout this entire thing. Just like, you know what? Guardians of the Galaxy, Chernobylite, Death's Door, you know, if they ever fix Back for Blood, maybe I'll do that sometime this year, maybe. Obviously Yakuza, you know, those redacted games, the now uncovered redacted games that I had set up for last year. There's plans. There's gonna be something all year, okay? That's pretty much what I'm saying. There's gonna be constant Halo Infinite multiplayer videos. I don't see that game dying ever. If like 343 is proven, like, no, we're here. We're here. We're gonna fix this game. You're gonna love it. So there's always gonna be something, if not one thing, then another thing. But as always, I have a second channel dedicated to Dead by Daylight content. I swear there will be more videos uploaded there in the very near future. I mean, it's fun to joke, ha 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 ha, things screwed up. In reality, I've just been working on this video as well as the of the year videos, planning all of it out. May or may not have been biding my time, hoping that VHS gets a public beta, so I don't have to sign up for a code and maybe play that. Fingers crossed sometime soon. And also Halo Infinite is such a better game than Dead by Daylight. It's not even close. Oh man. It's just like, I could play Dead by Daylight. I could also play Halo Infinite though. So there's that. That's a very real reason as well. But if you're interested in that stuff, the link is in the basement. Go check it out. Go do all the YouTube stuff there. Tell everyone you know. Yeah. Like I said, I swear, I promise there will be more videos uploaded there. I gotta get back on the Adept Achievement series. I just don't want to play Huntress. That's it. I don't want to play Huntress. I don't want to play her. But I gotta. She's the next one up. That'll be back like the first week of January, second week of January. It'll be back. Everything will be up and running. There's a lot of stuff to look forward to in that game as well. Maybe stuff to talk about as well. That channel is not dead by a long shot. Plus, maybe the Evil Dead game is this year, which is a asymmetrical horror game. Again, VHS is hopefully coming out of closed beta, hopefully open beta, hopefully full release sometime this year, maybe console news this year. So might have videos on that, might have to change the fucking name of the second channel from Kill by Daylight to something else, because asymmetric horror games, that's where that lives. Again, if they decide to fix some stuff in Back 4 Blood and that game isn't completely dead, which I think it might be, that'll be on that channel as well. So, there's stuff on that channel as well. That sounds like a good stopping point for this video. I've been rambling for 22 minutes now. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you're excited for the future of this channel, please hit the subscribe button. I forgot my outro. If you're excited for more buffoonery like that, super kick that like button. Check out my channel for actual Let's Plays. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Tell everyone you know. And until next time, goodbye.